John and his wife Karen own the Bingara and Barraba IGA supermarkets. They employ approximately 50 people in total, with an annual turnover of $10 million. IGA Barraba and Bingara are the only supermarkets in their respective townships. John and Karen were industry leaders when they decided to take a radical step within their store to become more sustainable. It was a big change that would significantly affect both communities.
Well, the Barraba store, 2 years ago now in November, so it's just 2 years, we decided that we wanted to be more sustainable, and so we decided to cut out plastic bags at the checkout. We were using around about 3,000 bags a week, so it was a fairly significant step forward. So we cut out bags, plastic bags at the checkout, so people then had to use calico, green bags or cardboard boxes. Around about the same time, I think it was probably a month later, the Bingara store, who was under separate ownership then, so I can't claim the credit for it, they decided to do the same thing, and they cut out plastic bags. That store's a little bigger, so it was probably using closer to 3,500 a week. So there, between the two stores, you're probably looking at 350,000 bags a year, plastic bags, which are no longer going into landfill or the environment.
The sustainability action that John and Karen made was a bold step for such small regional communities. Even though the step represented clear, positive outcomes for the environment, it was not without teething problems.
Look, to be honest, there's certainly a few people who were unhappy about it because they liked their plastic bags, they used them for at home in the kitchen or what have you, and they were upset. But at the end of the day, I mean, we claimed we were the first supermarket in New South Wales that was going to go bag free at checkout, and the community was pretty supportive, really. So, I mean, at the end of the day, did I lose any sales? Not really. Did I have a couple of upset customers? I even gave one of my customers, who was a regular complainer, a box of 1,500 of my last plastic bags. I said, here you go, please don't complain again. So she's got a lifetime supply of them, and hopefully they've all come on board. So, yeah, not really an issue at all. It's a little bit like when they cut smoking out in pubs. How long did it take people to get used to it? 2 minutes.
John also highlighted some of the other business savings that have been gained by making the change to plastic bag-free stores.
Yeah, we generally produce about 4 cardboard bales a week. They're quite big, sort of 100-kilo bales. That's now reduced to about half. So all the cardboard boxes we're producing that are of a usable size will go down the front. So if people haven't got their bags, as in their reusable bags, they'll take a box. And so that's how we're able to also reuse a lot of the cardboard which was previously going to landfill. In addition to that, we also get a lot of foam boxes for our fruit and veg departments, and in Barraba we collect it all in a shed, and it's crushed up and it's sent down to a company in Newcastle which uses it to reforms it into formwork for concrete. There's a small saving. I think we used to spend about $80 a week on plastic bags, buying them in cartons, so that's probably a saving of $3,000 or $4,000 a year.
From the plastic bag eco-change pioneered at IGA Bingara and Barraba, John has a down-to-earth message for other regional New South Wales businesses.
Look, there's no pride in business, and if it had failed, I would be the first to admit that I probably would have eaten humble pie and gone back to the, dreaded plastic bag, but it didn't happen. And, I think the fear of thinking, what might happen is the biggest hindrance to why we don't ever do some of these things. As you hear every so often, the government talks about moves of banning plastic bags, and if that ever comes on the news again, it's a fantastic thing. I think, yep, been there, done that, I'm ahead of the game. But I think it's a fantastic thing to promote for your business, and it's certainly got us a lot of free press, and we were even given a holiday over at Coffs Harbour to give away because we were doing something. It was an eco-friendly resort. So, I mean, you just got to get out there and network. But we were lucky because we were one of the first to do it, so we probably got a bit more publicity of it. But it's coming, so you may as well get on board.